What's up, everybody? Excuse me. I'm watching Chris. Chris is watching because Lucas is giving Pippin a bath and he's being a little aggressive with her and she's not quite awake yet. So you know how cats will do. He's like grabbing her throat like, ah, I'm the alpha. I'm the alpha. As he's cleaning her. Pero es dominando, es como yo soy alfa. Te voy a limpiar, pero quédate quieto. Quédate quieto. ¿Sí? ¿Sí? Alright, what's up, everybody? We are back with lots of yawns. I think we were exploring up into this area of the sewer now, the Undercity. So, we've got a quick save here. No idea what lies ahead. Oops, I went west. Needed to go north. Derpy, right? Yeah, north. Got a great... Ooh.
Something over there.
Okay. Incomplete journal. A hastily scrawled journal entry, apparently the last in a series. Alis, Mareki, don't be mad if you find this, boys. I'm not trying to keep the treasure from you. We just ripped off Gortash, and if I know you two at all, you're going to spit it all at once in the same spot and draw the bastard Archduke to his notice. Before you protest, remember Talik's bakery years back? I'm doing my best to deny it all to the fist, and you two don't even bother to wash the cake from your gobs. So if you found this, that means I'm off doing my business in the tunnels. So put it back and pretend you never saw it, like sweet little dears, eh? And wipe your faces. Saren. Alright. Got a backpack of stuff here. Backpack, you've got friends in the guild. Introduction to this blood-spattered piece of propaganda. All kind people say to me, but how come the guild carved up the lower city like so much pumpkin, slicing into segments for kingpins to rule from shadows? To which I can only shrug and reply, delegation, mate. How else are they supposed to get anything done? To carry the analogy a bit, the pumpkin was ripe, and if it weren't cut by the guild, somebody else would have. Me, I'm grateful it was Nine Fingers and her organization who got the carving knife out. Unlike a lot of vested interests in the city, the guild actually want what's best. Their view is this: if you've got to have crime, better be organized crime. We still haven't done anything with the Thieves Guild yet. There's so much left to do. Ooh, I failed a perception check.
That's curious.
Okay, anything else? Oh, we got a waypoint up ahead. That's good. Friend or foe, I wonder. Well, it's a quick save. I'm not sure. I am not sure who this is ahead. But that is definitely a bail marker. Hey, you know what I should do at this point? I bet, just to be on the safe side. Where the hell was it? Oh, Amulet of Baal. I'm gonna put the Amulet of Baal on. Just in case we need it down here to prove our identities. Because that's definitely a sign of Ball right there. That's a skull with the red drops of blood around it. Yeah, this is definitely, we're in Ball territory. Voiceless Penitent Bareki.
The penitent looks at you silently, expectantly.
Shall we trade then?
There's the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his eyes.
So he's a trader. Down here in the depths, what goodies do you have for me, sir? Oh my god. It looks like Druid armor. Hold on a second. Very rare light armor. Lunar Bestial Vitality. You gain 22 temporary hit points after casting Wild Shape, which I do all the time. While those temporary hit points are active, reduce all income damage by 1. Oh, is this like meant to be because I'm a wild shaped druid? Is this different for everybody, or is this legit what he has on him for everybody? Because I feel like this is very much geared towards my character. Lunar Bestial Fortitude, get a +2 bonus to armor class. Persisting through your wild shape ability. Oh, we're definitely buying that. How much does he want for it? 1,800. That's it. Yeah, that's sold. Okay. If you're in the one when you rage, I don't rage, but that's a good helmet to think about for Karlach when we get here. All right. Do I have anything to sell? I do. I don't need any of this stuff, right? Okay. That's a nice ring. Space Hunt boots are pretty cool. But I've got the Misty Step ones, which are better, so. Well, we're getting closer. He wants 1,800. I'm trying to find $1,800, 1,800 gold worth of stuff to give to him. Oh, we got a ton of books we can sell. Let's get to that in a minute. Oh yeah, Lazelle, you've got stuff. Blackguard sword. Long sword +1. Short sword +2. Ah, we're getting there. I don't want to sell any of the big ones yet because there's perks on those that I need to dive into a little bit more. All right, let's now filter for books and keys. Every little bit counts. That's good enough. 1,800 across the board. Accept the trade.
Penitent blinks. You think? You were dismissed.
All right, let's see what these new digs look like. Oh, legit. Look at that. Oh my god, guys. Look at my new armor. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Like oh man. The braidwork on the belt. The tree emblem in the chest. The shoulder pads with the little like horn on the left, like a couple of horn claws on the left and like antlers on the right. Oh, for like copper disc or gold disc at the groin, the leather straps. Look at the embroidery on the skirt. All right, with that cloak, guys, I'm nerding out a little bit over my armor of moon basking. Well, those who want to know, I found it off this guy right here, the voiceless penitent Bareki. And we are deep down in the Undercity ruins. Up here, essentially. Now, right where the Undercity ruins waypoint is, we're just to the left of that. That's what this guy can be found. Cool stuff. I'm going to clip that. Because that's a cool thing to share out on social. That armor is just amazing. Now I gotta find my pin. Which is nowhere to be found. Ah, there it is. That's at 12 minutes. Right. Bum, 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 bum. That was an unexpected little treat, everybody, because I look so cool now with that armor. Like, behold, I am a 12th level druid. Behold. Alright. The ball stuff is to the east. So I'm gonna go left. We're gonna keep going west here and just see what we can find in here. Grimlark verse. Read. C is for Sindre, Assassin, Wizard of Thay. D is for Deathstalkers, Cultists who slay. This is gonna be a riddle or rhyme that we have to remember. No, hang on. No, come back. Crap, I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. I wanted to read the next one, and I clicked on the opening. Hang on. Grimlock verse 1, there it is. A is for Abazagal. Blue bell spawn thrown down. B is for bone thrown ball dice there for a crown. Oh, I should pick these up. Hold up. Did I not pick up the other one? I thought it was a carving. Yeah, let's definitely keep those with us. Might need them for puzzles later. And we're definitely going down this passageway because side quest. Yell. Hello. Ancient lair. Better quick save. Because you never know what's in the ancient lair. Alright, looks like ahead of us we've got a room full of chests. Bunch of skeletal remains, blood stains everywhere. Treasure crates, more bodies, bits and pieces of like undead hands and stuff, crawling claw. These are all dead that are gonna come back to life, I guarantee it. You know they're coming to life. I wonder if we can preemptively hit them with a fireball if it does anything. Shall we try it?
Seek and you shall find me.
I've got a quick save. Can I get 4 of these, right?
Their worst nightmare.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it was definitely something bad. I have spell rot on me. What the hell is spell rot? Unless you are undead, each time you cast a spell, receive 2 to 12 necrotic damage per spell level. Curse. What the frack? How did that get on us? Like, that happened at the start of this fight. Oh, that's not good. But hey, now that I know that, I'm definitely reloading that. I'm not going to waste a fireball on a bunch of stuff that just immediately comes back. I thought it could actually kill him, but apparently not. I wonder what this fight will be called. I'm going to mark this down in the notebook. It's an undead ambush of some kind. Undead ambush. Woo. Ha ha ha. Somebody's asking what about the unknown situation, how to deal with that in Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm like, well, that's part of the fun. He says he's stressing over. This is on the 10 beginner mistakes to avoid in Baldur's Gate 3 video I did, I don't know, a month ago. And someone left a comment saying, I'm feeling out of my element on a game like this. It's hard to figure out the game rules and strategies, and I'm stressing about the unknown situation and what to do. For example, in the first fort that you find attacked by trolls. Man, this is a great... I think we're going to do this as a Q&A episode. Hold up. This is a really good question. We're going to do this live, everybody. I'm going to do a recording here. So we're going to do this as we're getting going here, and then I'll add the pop-ups and everything in post and get this out as an own episode. All right. 3, 2, 1. So we are live today during a live stream on Saturday afternoon. I don't even know what day this is, like the 16th of September, I think. And I was loading up into a fight here, and I happened to be checking YouTube comments while we were loading, and I saw one that would be perfect for one of our YouTube Q&A sessions. So we're going to do this one here for the live stream, but also answering this person, who will get up on the screen when I do it in post. There will be something up here showing somebody's username. Dig that hole 5521 asked the question. This is on the video I did about 10 things not to do, 10 beginner mistakes to avoid in Baldur's Gate 3, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago. He says, I did get a little ways into the game, and one aspect puzzled me, the unknown situation and what to do. For example, the first fort or base you find that was attacked by trolls, you can find a dwarf or something in a side path that is hurt and unresponsive. Couldn't find anything to do with him. So in these situations, is there a quest I have to start first, maybe an action I'm not trying, or simply a piece of dialogue I need to open up? In my short time, I found a few of these situations. Since I'm out of my element on a game like this, it's hard to figure out the game rules and strategies. This is a brilliant, brilliant topic to discuss. So, this taps into one of the coolest parts of tabletop gaming, which I think Larian Studios has translated perfectly into this game, and that is the uncertainty of every single thing you come across. When you're sitting around a table with your friends and you're playing actual tabletop, very rarely is it ever about, or at least in the campaigns that I manage, it's the rules are there, but they are secondary to the player experience. The player experience is the number one most important factor. And when you're at that table with other people, it's how everyone is reacting to the situations and to the dice rolls and ad-libbing lines and role-playing their characters, coming up with creative solutions, the banter between party members. Like, these are all factors that translate into it's never a known entity. Even as a DM, even as someone who has come in and created massive worlds and massive campaigns for players over the years, you can't account for every variable, and there's always going to be the unknown, but that's part of what makes tabletop so much fun, because you don't know what's going to work in any given situation, and that allows you the freedom to use your imagination and try lots of different things. One of the things Larian Studios, I think, achieved, I think a lot of people were doubtful when they were talking about the numbers. In the lead up to the launch of Baldur's Gate 3, there was all this talk of 17,000 permutations of things in the game. Like, there's all these different ways that different things can happen. There's over 300 encounters. They're handcrafted. They've got different versions on tactician mode. It's a big, 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 big beast of a game, and they've mocapped all of it, and it's just amazing. Anytime you come into a situation like what you're describing here, whether it's the dwarf, what does it say? You said the dwarf in a side path that was hurt and unresponsive. The first fort or base you find that was attacked by the trolls. Okay. So, he said, couldn't find anything to do with him. Is there a quest I have to start first? Maybe an action I'm not trying, or simply a piece of dialogue I need to open up. So it could be any of those things, and it could be also something entirely different. So let's start with the entirely different first, because I'll get sidetracked and I'll forget. One of the coolest abilities that you have in the game is a spell called Speak with Dead. This spell is amazing. So you're going to either have this spell because you're a wizard, or a mage of some type who's got that spell, a cleric or something, or there's an amulet you can get early on in Act 1 that I keep on my characters at all time, because all I have to do is put it on and I can cast once per day per person. So I get 4 casts every single time between long rests. I get 4 casts of that spell. And the Speak with Dead spell allows you to talk with the majority of corpses that you come across in the game. Not all of them, but the majority. So that's one of the ways when you find corpses and things of that nature, talk to them. Always talk to them. The other would be to have Speak with Animals on, because it's similar to the Speak with Dead. Try to have somebody in your party who has Speak with Animals, because there are so many amazing conversations that you're going to completely miss out on, and quests even, and little side treasures and stuff you're going to completely miss out on if you don't have Speak with Animals. Animal handling allows you to have a similar encounter with creatures, but you don't always get the same outcomes. Always, sometimes you do, but the outcomes are it's kind of like the dumbed down version, because the animal handling is just you getting a sense of what the animal wants, whereas when you're actually speaking with animals, you're having a full conversation with them. And trust me, the voice cast for the animals in this game is freaking amazing, especially the cats, the squirrels, the dogs. Like, they have done a good job with getting voice actors who really sound like the creatures they're representing. It's brilliantly done in this game. So that's another aspect. You also mentioned, is there a piece of dialogue I need to open up? Possibly. You may need to inspect the body sometimes. Maybe an action I'm not trying. Yeah, unless it's related to a quest, I'm not quite sure there. And then in terms of is there a quest I have to start first? In some cases, yes. There's going to be a quest associated with what you came across. But between having, speak with dead and speak with animals and stuff like that, having a torch on your character so that you can see in the dark is going to be important so you don't miss little things like that. But there's going to be a lot of situations where you just don't know how it can go. And I've been playing um, since the start of early access. I didn't go hardcore on early access. I went through 4 or 5 characters up until about 2 months before launch, and then 2 months since before launch, about 2 months beforehand, we've been heavy on Baldur's Gate 3, and I've played through several different characters now through Act 1 in its entirety, and I can say that there is. They even said this, I think, in some of the press materials. Just in Act 1, I would say probably, 35 to 40% of each run through that I'm doing. I think their official numbers are like 33% or something, but there's let's say a 35% chance, just depends on what you play. Um, Everything you do is completely different the next time you go through just Act 1, and that's every time you go through. So it's like I'm always finding little things because oh, I'm on my sorcerer today, or oh, I'm on my beastmaster today, and oh, this character's a drow, and this character's a forest gnome, and this character's a wood elf. Like I'm getting all sorts of different interactions every time I play, and so that's part of what the game is designed around, is the replayability of you coming back to that dwarven corpse with a different party and having a completely different interaction with it because of either abilities you have or quests you picked up or side quests you did, things that you did in the game. Everything has like an action and a reaction in Baldur's Gate 3, and that is one of the reasons why it's like the best CRPG that I think most of us have ever played. Anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Dig that whole 5521. We're doing this live. We're going to be continuing on with the live stream. For those of you who are just watching the Q&A episode, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave your comments in the videos, and occasionally I did them with YouTube Q&A episodes like this. Daily streams at 11 a.m., a couple of streams every weekend on Saturday. Don't forget to check out all the playlists and, of course, the Discord. Links are down below.